Today, I want to talk about a lesson on grace and attitude. Last week, two of my children were sick. The youngest, who is almost 1 year old, she got sick on Tuesday. So her fever came during the day, and we were able to detect and take her to hospital and bring her back home. She responded well even before she was given medicine. So on Wednesday, children come from school, we have done our homework, we have done our devotion, they have eaten, and they go to bed. Everyone is fine. No fevers, no incidences. Yeah. This particular girl just had a mild cough, which we steam for. Yeah, I steam them and people go to bed. So before I go, I decide to do a random check on them before I go to bed and find her very hot. So the first thing I did, remove her clothes and cover her and give her medicine. I look for medicine. For the medicine and the thermometer, I don't find them. The suppository medicine, it's easier to administer at night because I don't have to wake her up. I just turn her, and it's like they know the drill. When they're turned and they know they are hot, it's easier. Yeah, they are half asleep. I put it in and they go back to bed. I look for this medicine. Their dad sees me rummaging through things, looking for the medicine, and he asks, "What are you doing? What are you looking for?" I tell him what I'm looking for. Tells me, cut the chase and just give her oral medication because you might not find it now. I refuse to listen. I look for medicine. 30 minutes more, I've not found it. And in a house, there are two people who I say really chokora the house. Children and house helps. I didn't even bother asking because one, they were sleeping. And when you ask, you're always told, si mimi, sijaona, sijui, so I didn't ask. And their dads are mostly, they're really helpful in that area. So he just saw me looking for stuff. So I give her oral medication. The next day we leave for hospital. On our way, I call to find out if the pediatrician is already there. And I'm told she's not in on that day, should come the next day. So this is Thursday morning. So I decided, since I was supposed to go for shopping, let me go with her. Then I'll bring back the shopping and then take her to hospital. We shop, she's happy, she's helping me, then she starts getting hot. And now she's no longer involved as she was. By the time we are leaving, I just got her water to help her cool down before I give her the medication. But the time we are leaving, I realized I might not reach with this girl home. She might convulse on the way because she's hot. I just didn't know it was as hot as it was. So we get to the chemist. The pharmacy attendant, her name is Rose. And all my girls are called Rose. Roselle, Roseanne, and Rosette. So when I meet a Rose, I don't forget. And my mother-in-law's name was also Rose. My maternal grandmother. My maternal grandmother was also Rose. So I'm surrounded by roses. So this lady realizes, after giving her the medicine, she realizes the Marjorie is shivering. And when a baby starts shivering, convulsion is almost. She starts doing sponge baths, and at this point, I don't want to look at my baby because I'm scared. I had an experience with my first one when she was around 1.5 years. She convulsed. In fact, the day Fidel Odinga died, I cannot forget. This is the day my baby convulsed. I remember taking her to hospital and asking God, now God, you also want her to die. Yeah, so I didn't want that experience. I didn't want to see it again. I saw my baby shivering and I knew it was coming. So I didn't want to look at my baby. I was confused. Rose did everything. I'm truly, truly grateful to her. Rose of, we went to, what is this? Pharmacy. I have forgotten the name, but in Mega. Yeah, I have forgotten the name. So we are here. The temperature is high. We don't know how high, but she's shivering. They didn't have a thermometer. So I had to get a new one. Remember, mine got lost in the house. I have not found it to date. I'm not even looking for it. It will appear one day. So we decided to call a cab. We couldn't go home because the fever was not going down. It was not letting down. So we removed everything. At this point, we have removed everything. Just left her with her panty. And then on our way out, we just covered her. Yeah, just for decency. We get to hospital and we are, you know, the process, it takes time. Yeah, I take her temperature again. It's still 39.1. It's not going down. I tell them I have an emergency, my baby's temperature is not going down, please attend to us. We attended to, we are given Cataflam and it goes down. Now she's able to sweat. You know how relieving it is when a baby sweats, yeah, after they've had a fever. When they have a fever, you just look for the sweat. She can now sweat. Now I'm relieved. It is now going down. Remember, we left our shopping at the pharmacy in Mega, and she also left her Crocs there. So I'm in hospital with the baby. She is 18 kgs on my back. Yeah. So this is where I learned a lesson on grace. She wants to go to the washroom, and grace and attitude. I remember later in the day when we came back with the other children, and my first was complaining that, oh, we are taking too much time. I told her, Mama, if you just change your attitude, it will be better. So she wants to go to the washroom on my back to 9. Card number C505, go through door B. C5 to what, go through door what. She is on my back. She wants to go to the washroom because I had made her take a lot of water because it helps her cool down. Those trips to the washroom, I remember telling God, I do not want to complain. Yeah, just make it bearable. Just give me the grace and the strength to go through this, because if I had started complaining, it would wear me out. Complaining wears you out. So I was able to do it because I did it with a smile. I tried to smile through it all. So by 4:30, yeah, we had not seen the doctor. By around 5, we had seen the doctor, and then we are sent to the lab to go and have blood drawn so that they can know what is wrong with her. I have a day bag and she leaves at 6. This is 5:30 and we are told the results come after 1 hour. Remember, our shopping and Crocs are still at Mega. So we leave the hospital. I said I can't wait for an hour. That will be 6:30. I shall have delayed because my nanny also has to pick her baby. So I have to be sensitive of that. Yeah. In as much as she's doing my work, hers should not stall. So we leave, pass by Mega, take the medicine. I have not remembered the name of this pharmacy. I'm trying to remember. We take our stuff, then head home. I release my nanny. Luckily, food had already been prepared by then. I take the girls eat. Mallory had done her homework. The younger one she was ready for bed now. She had been dressed for bed, so they eat. Then we leave for hospital because we had not taken the results and the medicine. I go with them back to hospital. Now I have 3 children. All 3 of them were going back to hospital. I had also not taken the medicine for the younger one. Luckily, her fever did not come back. I had not given her any medicine. The prescribed medicine on that day, I was in a hurry. I didn't pick them, so I just left. Because sometimes it takes so long to get the medicine, so I left. I said I would take them from a nearby pharmacy, but I didn't until Thursday. So I remember asking God for grace. Yeah, He says His grace is sufficient, and how something about His strength is manifested in our weakness. Something like, generally, I did not complain because on this day also their dad was away. So it was just me and the girls. All 3 of them, 2 of them sick. And remember, the other one had been sick. So I have been caregiving at night during the week. By Thursday, I was so tired. I remember telling God that tomorrow, if I don't wake up early, Mallory will have to miss school. Because I was that tired. But my attitude through all this made it bearable. It was not easy, but Jesus says that his yoke is not heavy. On this day, I understood that verse that says that mzigo wake si mzito. It is a load, yes, but it was not heavy on this day. It was hard, yes, but it was not heavy. My attitude helped, and His grace was sufficient. I was able to wake up in the morning. Luckily, Mallory dresses herself. I was able to give her breakfast, and she went to school because, as I said, I have a day bag. By the time she comes at 7, the children have gone to school. Yeah, the morning chaos are done. By the time she leaves in the evening chaos begin. So I was able to do all this and came out of it sane. I said, if I'm not able to wake up on Friday, Lord, early enough, yeah, she will miss school. That was my final word to God. I told Him, if I will not be able to wake up in the morning because I am tired, she will miss school. And it didn't happen. I got the strength. I woke up. She was able to go to school. But the most important thing that I learned from this was attitude and grace. I took it with grace and a good attitude, and I came out of it not as tired as I would have been if my attitude was wrong or if I complained, because complaining wears you out. Try as much as you can not to complain. Sometimes there is nothing else we can do but complain, but there's always a way other than complaining. Yeah, so that is what I learned. Grace and attitude. Thank you for watching.